That was the message today, one of them from President Trump in Israel, the latest leg of his first foreign tour since he took office. President Trump arrived in Tel Aviv this morning and headed on into Jerusalem. He said that there has been tremendous progress in bringing together Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other Arab nations. He also blasted President Obama's nuclear deal with Iran and said the Islamic Republic should be grateful.
Instead of being thankful and saying thank you because they were in serious trouble, I think they would have failed, totally failed, within 6 months. We gave them a lifeline, and we not only gave them a lifeline, we gave them wealth and prosperity. And we also gave them an ability to continue with terror.
Ability to continue with terror. This is among the president's events today, visiting of the Western Wall. President Trump became the first sitting American president to visit that holy site. More on that, its importance, and the details ahead. The president also visited the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which Christians say they believe is the site of Jesus' crucifixion and tomb. President Trump addressed a recent controversy as well at a meeting with the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. President Trump responded to reports that he may have jeopardized an Israeli intelligence source by sharing highly classified information with the Russians in the Oval Office.
I never mentioned the word or the name Israel. Never mentioned it during that conversation. They were all saying I did. So you had to know the story wrong. Never mentioned the word Israel.
That's not what they reported. The Washington Post newspaper and others reported on the sharing of the intelligence. None ever claimed that President Trump identified the source as an Israeli. They never reported that he identified them, though apparently he just did. Post and others reported the information itself may have allowed the Russians to figure out the source. That was the reporting, nothing more. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson also talked about this with reporters on Air Force One.
Does the president plan to apologize for telling the Russians the Israeli intelligence on Islamic State?
I don't know that there's anything to apologize for.
There are some concerns, though, that he did release intelligence without the Israelis' permission.
I think to the extent the Israelis have any questions or need clarification, I'm sure we're happy to provide that.
The intelligence source was reportedly a critical provider of information about the Islamic State. Today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said intelligence cooperation between the United States and Israel is, and I quote here, terrific. We will have much more on the Russian investigation, including a roadblock of sorts and a search for answers from President Trump's former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. First, let's get